The Bontebok Pass is a short but steep gravel pass that lies on private property at the farm Tierfontein near Beaufort West, but it can be accessed by guests staying at the Korkatsara bush camp. This pass is for experienced off-road motorcyclists and 4x4 vehicles with low range. The pass, named after the almost extinct Bontebok but now flourishing thanks to the efforts of conservationists, takes one from the Gamka River Valley to the top of the mountain and provides access from there via the high plateau to the eastern side of the Gamka Dam. The road ascends the mountainside via a series of very sharp bends, including 4 hairpins. It's only 2.2 kilometers in length and ascends 176 meters over that distance, producing an average gradient of a very stiff 1 in 12. From the summit ridge, the road heads slightly to the right, where the pass ends a few hundred meters further at 1,157 meters above sea level. Just before the bush camp, you'll arrive at a small intersection which is marked by a 4x4 sign. You must turn right here. After crossing the Gamka River, which is usually bone dry, you can see the track zigzagging its way up the slope via a series of extremely sharp hairpins. Select your gear of choice, and we recommend low range for this track, and let the fun begin. The Gamka River Valley has its own microclimate and vegetation, offering a surprising amount of foliage and trees, considering this is the middle of the Great Karoo. A few kilometers further upstream is the Gamka Dam with its very steep cliffs forming a deep dam, which in turn means low evaporation rates. But the rain does not fall here often, and at times this dam can be found to be bone dry. There are 3 ways to access the dam. You can either head straight up past the bush camp and remain on the western side of the river. This track will take you to the base of the dam wall. The second option is to head up the Maltino Pass, which rises up the western side of the valley, and turn right about halfway along the pass after the initial climb. A small road leads to the western portal of the dam, which offers good views. The third option is to head up this pass, which leads to the eastern portal of the dam. After leaving the riverine bush, the road heads east and begins ascending at an easy gradient of 1 in 14, where the first sharp bend is reached. This is a severe S-bend. After the S-bend, the road resumes its easterly heading for 100 meters, then heads back into the north in a sharp 90-degree left-hand bend. The heading changes to the northwest as the gradient begins getting steeper at 1 in 11. The next section of 80 meters brings you to the first of the true hairpins 650 meters from the start. These bends are extremely tight, and some of the bigger SUVs might well have to execute 3-point turns to negotiate them. The first hairpin curves through 170 degrees. The gradient eases slightly for the next 150 meters as the direction changes into the east-southeast and the next hairpin appears. This turn is even tighter than the first one and changes the direction into the northwest for the next 220 meters, where the gradient increases to 1 in 10. The views down over the valley are superb as altitude is rapidly gained. The third hairpin is the easiest of the 4, with a turning angle of 160 degrees, and changes the direction back into the east, then into the southeast for 400 meters as the final hairpin is reached. This one is the sharpest of the 4, going through 175 degrees. This brings the heading back into the northwest. From here, the road keeps climbing just under the summit crown for 400 meters, where it crests the mountain top. This is a wonderful place to stop and enjoy the fine Karoo scenery and the clean country air. You might even spot a springbok herd up here. From all the sections on the Ascent, the views to the west are of the tarred Maltino Pass on the R381, which can be seen gaining altitude as it curls in and out of the mountainside. Near the summit point, there's a large solar panel which can be seen from some distance away. From there, it's a few hundred meters to the actual summit of 1,157 meters above sea level, which ends at an intersection with another jeep track heading to the right. Here you have some options. If you carry straight on, the road will take you to a view site directly above the spillway on the eastern side of the dam. whereas the track leading to the right will also get you to the dam, but via a longer route in a wide arc over the mountain plateau. Be sure to watch Part 2, which includes the view site and the descent.